Hi, I'm Chris Carter. In one of my Skillshare classes, I've shown you how to make a travel kit, a mini Altoid tin watercolor travel kit that looks like a mini Altoid tin. Inside this one is a full pan and 3 half pans of paint. And what I've done is I've gone several steps further to make it much easier for me to grab and go, to grab one of my tins, to know what's in it, and to know what I can do with what's in it. Still, everything fits in a little tiny snack bag, or it all can actually fit into a Ziploc bag that's half the size. And I want to show you what's in this little kit. And then I'll show you how to make those things in the kit. The reason I did this is because after so many years of teaching, I have quite a collection of little tins, big tins, medium-sized tins. I have a lot of half pans and full pans of watercolor of all different kinds, some which aren't labeled, so don't really know what they are. And what I've done is I've spread them all out, and I have filled my tins with all of those pans, usually putting at least one of each primary into each tin. And then what I did was I made a little card with watercolor that duplicated the position of the pans in the tin. And then I took a sample watercolor brush and painted those in so that I could see exactly what they were. If I know what they are, I label not only the color but the manufacturer on this little piece. And then I put contact paper on both sides. One side, clip it around, the other side, wrap it around, so this is waterproof. And that sits nicely in here. Of course, I take it out when I'm painting because I'm using this to mix my paints. Then I make a sample swatch of each color. I label the color and the manufacturer again, as well as the pigment, if I know what it is. And here, the lower one, I put a solid, as dark as I can, and still have it a watercolor, where it's not opaque. Okay, have that in the smaller one, and in this larger one, I go from the palest pale I can of that pigment down to the darker pigment. So this gives me a lot of information about this palette, but I go one step further. If it's just either 3 primaries or 4, 5, or 6 primaries, one warm, one cool, I might, though I don't always, make a little color wheel so that I can see what my secondaries and my tertiary colors are with these and these pigments alone. Now in this case, I do have an ivory black in here, which I haven't used black for, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 years, except to make a green with yellow sometimes. But I had a whole lot of these half pans because I taught a workshop one time just dealing with grayscale. So I'm using them up. And I find that they make some really great, beautiful hues mixed in with some of my other colors. So I have that, and then what I do is I take each color and I mix it with every other color in every possible combination using just these. And I do that in a sketchbook to keep as a record that has watercolor paper in it so that it works out well. I photograph that, and it won't be a perfect match of color, but I photograph it and I print it out on a piece of paper that allows me to fold it in half and put all of this information, these, into this Ziploc bag to keep it dry. And then I can take it out and see exactly an idea of the kinds of colors I can make with the palette I picked. And I put it in such a way that without even opening this up, I get an idea of the kinds of colors that I can make. So if I'm going to go out, I can look, I've got about 12 of these. And then some are a little bit bigger tins, like this size tin. And some are bigger, some have more paints. And I can look at the backs and say, oh, today I feel like this kind of a color day. Or, depending on whether I want to be realistic or not, if it's kind of a gray day, I might not take this one. I might take this one. So I don't have to like fumble through all these tints, opening them up to see what they are. Visually, I can see right away. And when I go outside, I can see the numerous combinations that I can make with those. So that's what this class is about. It's the extended travel watercolor kit without it being any bigger. It can still fit in your pocket. I'm Chris Carter. I hope you enjoy the class.